Welcome back to module number 2, conformal transformation. So in the previous video we discussed on conformal mapping or conformal transformation. So in today's video we will discussing on bilinear transformation, or it is also called Mobius transformation. So bilinear transformation means if W is equal to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus D, and here A, B, C and D. So these are all real number or complex constant here, and AD minus BC, which is not equal to 0, is known as bilinear transformation. So ABCD are real or complex constant. AD minus BC is not equal to 0, then it is called bilinear or Mobius transformation. So now we will discussing on working rule. So how to work this bilinear or Mobius transformation. So first point, here the given problem, they will given the three set of Z1, Z2, Z3 and corresponding to three set of W1, W2 and W3 here. And we assume the bilinear transformation in the form of AZ plus B, CZ plus D. So in this equation we substituting Z1, W1, Z2, W2 and Z3, W3 terms here. Then second point, we find the values of four unknowns A, B, C and D. So when you substitute Z1, W1, Z2, W2, Z3 and W3, so you'll get it the three equations, and after simplifying or solving these three equations, so you'll get it the unknown values A, B, C and D. Then third point, we solve the pair of equation in any three unknowns and solve by cross multiplication rule here. So here we will apply cross multiplication rule to calculate the values of A, B, C and D. So first one we will obtain the three unknown term. So with the help of three unknown term we will calculating the fourth unknown terms here. Then fourth point, we will substituting all these unknown terms A, B, C and D values in equation number 1 here, that is W equal to AZ plus B, CZ plus D equation. So all these four values substituted in equation number 1, so which gives the required bilinear transformation. So this is about bilinear transformation. So substitute Z1, Z2, Z3, W1, W2, W3 in equation number 1. So we'll get it the three equation. So by applying cross multiplication rule for any pair of equation, so we'll get it the three unknown terms first. Then after using three unknown terms, so finally we'll obtain all the four unknown terms here. So resubstitute these A, B, C, D value in equation number 1, which gives the bilinear transformation. And here one more point, we'll calculating invariant points or fixed points here. So invariant or fixed point means after substituting A, B, C, D value in equation number 1, so is substituting W equal to Z here, and after simplifying we'll get it the quadratic equation in Z, and roots of the quadratic equation is called invariant points or fixed points here. So by using the example, we again discussing all these 6 working rule one by one here. So first one, we are solving the example on bilinear transformation. Find the bilinear transformation which maps the point Z equal to 0, I, infinity into the points W equal to 1, minus 1, minus I respectively, and also find invariant points or fixed point here. Solution. Solution: let W equal to AZ plus B, CZ plus D be the required bilinear transformation. So now one by one we are substituting Z and W value. So first pair is put Z equal to 0 and W equal to 1 in equation number 1. So W value is 1, Z value is 0, means 0 plus B, 0 plus D, or cross multiply D into 1 D. So D equal to B or B minus D equal to 0. Say equation number 2. So next one we are substituting Z equal to I and W equal to minus I. So minus I W value, then AI plus B, CI plus D. Then again cross multiply these terms. So minus I into Ci is minus Ci square, and in complex number we know that I square value is minus 1. So I into I minus I square value is minus 1. So minus into minus plus here, that is C. Then minus I into D is minus ID, so which is equal to AI plus B. So now shift the C minus Di into right hand side, it become AI plus B minus C plus Di, which is equal to 0. Say equation number 3. Then third set is put Z equal to infinity and W equal to minus 1 in equation number 1. So when Z containing infinity, so before substituting Z and W value, so our very first step is take Z as common in right hand side here. If Z containing infinity, we applying this condition. So take the Z as common in numerator and denominator of right hand side only. So Z into bracket A plus B by Z, and denominator is Z into bracket C plus D by Z here. So here Z and Z cancelled out, A plus B by Z, C plus D by Z. So now put W value as minus 1 and Z as infinity. So B divided by infinity is 0, D by infinity is 0, because 1 by infinity value is 0. So finally we'll get it minus 1 equal to A by C, or minus C equal to A, or A plus C equal to 0. So equation number 4. So now we'll solving equation 2, 3 and 4 here. So first one we subtract equation 2 and 3, that is 2 minus 3. So if the equation containing 2 unknown terms or 3 unknown terms, then we will easily calculate the values here. But when the equation containing more than 3, so it is difficult to calculate the unknown terms. So in that case we will eliminating any one of the unknown terms in equation number 3. So therefore here we are subtracting 2 and 3 to cancel it one of the unknown terms in equation number 3. So equation 2 minus 3 become B minus D minus AI minus B plus C minus DI is equal to 0. So after simplifying this one, we will get it minus AI plus C and minus DI minus D. D is common, 1 plus I. So here B term is cancelled out. So finally equation containing only 3 unknown terms A, C and D. Say this one as equation number 5. So now we will applying the cross multiplication rule for equation 4 and 5, because 4 containing A and C unknown terms, 5 containing A, C and D. So actually D term is absent in equation number 4. So we will considering the coefficient of D as 0 in equation number 4. So we will expressing equation 4 as A plus C plus 0 D. So here 0 is D is absent, therefore we will considering 0 D. So in 5 it is D is present here. So minus ai plus c, you'll write equation number 5 as it is. So now apply the cross multiplication rule for these two equations. So a divided by, now use the coefficient of c and d in both the equation. So coefficient of c is 1, d is 0, c is 1, d is minus of 1 plus I. So denominator will get it mod of 1 0 and 1 minus of 1 plus I. So which is equal to, we using the sign as plus a minus c plus d. So according to rule here, plus minus and plus here. So minus c divided by, so now use the coefficient of a and d. So 1 0 minus I minus of 1 plus I d. 1 0 minus I minus of 1 plus I. And one more is d divided by. So now use the coefficient of a and c. So 1 1 and second equation minus I, c is 1. So now simplify the denominator term. So a divided by 1 into minus of 1 plus I is minus 1 plus I, and 1 into 0 is 0. So which is equal to minus c divided by, again minus 1 plus I into 1 is minus 1 plus I into 0 is 0. And d divided by 1 into 1 1, minus I into 1 is minus I, but when multiplying in this direction minus I to 1, so your sign is always negative here. So minus 1 into minus sign, that become plus here. So if you observe the denominator term, so your common term is 1 plus I, 1 plus I, 1 plus I. So hence we multiplying 1 plus I, will get it the unknown terms a, c and d. So after multiplying 1 plus I, so these 1 plus I cancelled out in denominator. So our a value become 1, then b value become, c value become minus 1, and d is equal to minus 1. So after multiplying 1 plus I, we will get it a value is minus 1, c value is minus into minus plus here, d value is also 1. Now use d equal to 1 in equation number 2. So you will get it b value as minus 1. So a is minus 1, b is minus 1, c is plus 1, d is also plus 1. So finally we will substituting a, b, c, d value in equation number 1. So equation 1 become w equal to a z. A value is minus 1 minus z, a z plus b. So b value is minus 1 minus z minus 1 divided by c z. C is 1, that is z plus d. D value is minus 1. So our required bilinear transformation is minus z minus 1 divided by z plus 1. Be the required bilinear transformation. So now we'll calculating invariant points by substituting w equal to z here. So w equal to z minus 1 minus z 1 plus z. So cross multiply z plus z square equal to minus 1 minus z or z square plus 2z plus 1 equal to 0. So by applying quadratic formula, so you'll get it the roots of this quadratic equation as minus 2 plus or minus square root of 3i here. So roots are complex, so these roots are called invariant points or fixed points here. Next example on bilinear transformation. Find the bilinear transformation that maps the points z equal to 0 minus I plus 2i into the points w equal to 5i infinity minus I divided by 3 respectively. And what are the invariant points of the transformation? Now solution. Again use w equal to az plus b, cz plus d. say equation number 1. So first one we substituting z equal to 0 and w equal to phi u I. So phi u I equal to z value is 0 means 0 plus b, 0 plus d. So b by d equal to phi u I, or b minus phi u id is equal to 0. Say equation number 2. Next one, substitute z equal to minus I, w equal to infinity. So here w containing infinity means, so before substituting z and w value, so first one we rewriting the equation number 1 as when w equal to infinity, so write this w as 1 divided by w, and right hand side term become reversed here. So cz plus d divided by az plus b. So you'll remember it, when z containing 0, so take the z as common in numerator and denominator of right hand side. If w containing infinity, so you'll write the w as 1 divided by w and interchange reverse the right hand side term here. And 1 by w value is infinity, so 1 by infinity is 0. So now z equal to minus I means minus ic plus d minus ia plus b. So after cross multiplying, so denominator into 0 become 0. So finally minus ic plus d is equal to 0. So equation number 3. And last one, z equal to 2i, w equal to minus I divided by 3. So I by 3, z is 2ia plus b, 2ic plus d. So again cross multiply these term. 2ic into I is 2i square, I square is minus 1, minus into minus plus here. So plus 2c, then minus di, then 3 into 2i is 6ia, 3 into b is 3b. Or after rewriting this term, we will get it 6ia plus 3b minus 2c plus id is equal to 0. So equation number 4. So here we will get it 2, 3 and 4. So if you observe the 2, 3, 4, only fourth equation containing 4 unknown terms a, b, c and d. So you cancel it any one of these unknown terms in equation 4 with the help of 2 and 3. So you easily get the values of unknown terms here. So here first one is subtracting second and third, or we will rewriting equation 2 and 3 in the form of b minus b plus 0c minus phi u id equal to 0. Second one is 0b minus ic plus d. So in second equation it containing c and d, but c is absent in equation number 2, so therefore we are considering the coefficient of c as 0. And in equation number 3 it containing cd, but equation 2 containing b and d, actually here b term is absent in say equation number 3, so hence we are considering the coefficient of b as 0 in equation number 3. So we will get it the new equation 192. So we will apply cross multiplication rule for these two equations. So here also use plus minus plus. First one is b, use the coefficient of cd, that is 0 minus phi u I minus I plus 1 minus c divided by, use the coefficient of b and d, 1 minus phi u I, 0 minus 0 plus 1, and d, use the coefficient of b and c, 1 0 0 minus I. So now expand the determinant. So b divided by 0 into 1 0, minus into minus plus here, and phi u I into I square value is minus 1, that is minus phi u, but sign is minus in this direction, so therefore it become plus phi u I here. And similarly c divided by 1 minus 0, d is minus I plus 0. So therefore B is equal to 5. So here minus I into minus into minus plus I into I square is minus 1, then minus again this direction sign is minus means plus 5, C is minus 1, D is minus I. So use this B, C, D value in any one of the above equation. So you'll get it A value as 3, I here. So we'll get it all the 4 unknown terms A, B, C and D. So now we're using this A, B, C, D value in equation number 1. So substitute this value in equation number 1. Our equation 1 become 3iz az plus b. A is 3i, 3iz plus b, b is 5. Divide by cz, c is minus 1, minus z plus d, d is minus I. So here for multiplying and dividing by I here. So I into I square is minus 1, minus 3z, I into 5i, or otherwise we will keep it w equal to as it is 3iz plus 5u minus z minus iu. So which is the required bilinear transformation. So now we will calculating invariant points by substituting w equal to z and cross multiply and also simplify. We will get it the quadratic equation as z square plus 4zi plus 5 equal to 0. And after using quadratic formula and simplifying, we will get it the root as 2i or I. So after simplifying this one, we will get it the root as minus 2i plus or minus 3i here. So these roots are called invariant points or fixed points here. Next example. Find the bilinear transformation which maps the points 1i minus 1 into the point 0, 1, infinity respectively. So here they will not ask the fixed points or invariant points. So we are calculating only bilinear transformation. So solution, w is az plus b, cz plus d. Substitute z equal to 1, w equal to 0. We'll get it a plus b equal to 0. Then z equal to I, w equal to 1. Second equation is ai plus b minus ci minus d equal to 0. And third one is z equal to minus 1 and w equal to infinity. So you know that when w equal to infinity, we will rewriting this one as 1 by w and reverse the right hand side here and substitute z and w value, will get it minus c plus d equal to 0. So equation number 4. So first one we subtracting 2 and 3, we will get it 1 minus ia plus ci plus d equal to 0. So equation number 5. Now we using equation 4 and 5 and applying cross multiplication rule here. So difference between equation 4 and 5 is, so equation 5 containing a, c, d as unknown terms, but equation 4 containing only 2 unknown terms here, c and d. So actually here a is absent. So you considering the coefficient of a as 0 in equation number 4 here. So equation 4 is 0a minus c plus d and keep it equation 5 as it is. So now we are applying the cross multiplication rule for these two equations. So use plus minus plus here, a minus c plus d. So use the coefficient of c and d in these two equations, and for c use the coefficient of a and d, and for d use the coefficient of a and c. So a divided by I into 1 I, minus 1 into plus 1 is minus 1, but sign is minus in this direction, so it become I plus 1. So minus c divided by 1 minus I into 1, 1 minus I into 0, and d divided by 1 minus I into minus 1 become minus I plus I minus 1 and 0. So which implies that our a value is 1 plus I, c value is minus of 1 minus I, and d value is I minus 1. So use these terms in any one of the above equation. So you'll get it the second one, b value as minus of 1 plus I. Then finally we'll substituting these a, b, c, d value in equation number 1, that is by linear transformation. So 1 plus iz minus 1 plus I, 1 minus I minus 1. So if you take 1 plus I in numerator and I minus 1 in denominator, it become 1 plus I z minus 1, I minus 1 z plus 1. So in complex number we know that if the denominator is I minus 1, so multiplying opposite sign of denominator. So z minus 1 z plus 1, 1 plus I minus 1. So multiplying I minus 1 as I plus 1 and I plus 1, opposite sign of denominator. Then after multiplying 1 plus I plus 1, it become 1 plus I whole square. I minus 1, I plus 1 become I square minus 1 square. So after simplifying, we will get it W as minus of z minus 1 z plus 1 into I. So which is the required bilinear transformation. Okay. So in the next video, we will discussing on Cauchy theorem, Cauchy integral, formula, etc. Thank you.